Hey, I don't know if you know, but we are about to know some beneficial things that some hydrogen peroxide can provide us in our garden and within our gardening doing. Okay, let's get to it. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people, to another episode. It's your boy Ricky Jones Jr. and as you know, I am also excited to be with y'all here today for yet another video. If you are new to the channel, please, hello. I'm gonna just first say hello, welcome to the channel, and go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn that red button into a gray button, and then tell somebody else to do the same thing, because on this channel you can find everything you need to know about gardening, planting, either raised bed gardening, grow bags, container gardening, 5-gallon buckets, or building something like it or for it. You can find that out here on this channel, okay? So go ahead and lock in, because I promise you it'll be something beneficial for you, if not this video, previous videos, or videos to come, okay? But more specifically, we are going to be talking about some hydrogen peroxide. Who would have thought that this here household product would be able to be used for the garden, okay? Now, one of the things that we already talked about from the outside, from the inside to the outside was Epsom salt, which I was like, oh man, that is so cool. Not only can I use it in the bathtub to give me, a nice little soak in lather and to relax my muscles and body, but I could also use it in the garden as well. That'll help with the fertilizers and help, expedite the process in which the plants use the fertilizers from the soil and all that good stuff by way of the Epsom salt, okay? We did a video on that already. But now we have the hydrogen peroxide that can be used as well, not just for your common cuts and things like that. How many of you all, I can attest to this, is that when I get a cut, I run from the alcohol and run to the hydrogen peroxide, because it's just a lot better, okay? But for those who don't know, hydrogen peroxide is consisted of H2O2. Okay, that may sound very similar and like something else, which is H2O, which is what we know as water. That is the molecule compensation that makes water water. But for hydrogen peroxide, there is an extra O molecule, which is your oxygen, okay? So this here product is a little more packed with your oxygen than your regular water, okay? So with that extra oxygen element, it does so many more things that we can use for our garden as opposed to water, okay? And one of the things that we can do and use for this, and this can benefit us, which this being hydrogen peroxide, is that it can help clean our products, right? Clean our scissors, clean our shears, clean our little digging situation, clean our forks. It can help clean those things because of that extra oxygen molecule, okay? So you can dilute it, or you could just straight, drip, clean, bling, bling, bling. It's the way in which the process goes, right? I'm not gonna do it again. You can rewind if you need to hear it again. But at the end of the day, this will help clean and sterilize, more than anything, sterilize and clean your gardening tools, so that you're not passing diseases, passing funguses, and passing things along from one plant to the other. You can just use this bad boy, and that will help out in that area, okay? Also, number 2, which I don't even know how many we're gonna do, but nonetheless, number 2, this will help clean out or filter out or help get rid of those like unnecessary molecules and things like that in your water, okay? Which I have a two rainwater barrels, and so at one point I was told, okay, you could put some bleach in there. A little bit of bleach will help clean out any algae and things like that will form while sitting outside and things like that. However, hydrogen peroxide does the trick as well, and you just don't have to do a lot, okay? A little bit with the hydrogen peroxide goes a long way, which we'll talk about measurements with other benefits that it does. But I'll just be able to drop a couple of drops of this bad boy into my rainwater harvester, and I'll be good to flow with the water and all that good stuff through the sunny days, through the cold days, and in between all of those days, I'm gonna use this to help cleanse out the water, as well as if you have to use like tap water or water from your home to water your plants and things like that. You can drop some of this in here as well, which for that you want to do about 1 teaspoon for every 3 cups of water, or 3 teaspoons for every cup of water. Don't quote me on that. I'll put everything down below in the description area. And if you have like bigger quantities that you need, I'll put the measurements for those as well in the description, okay? But that can be used as well to help cleanse out, get rid of the chlorine and other things that are added to our water, household water, that we don't want to add to our plants, okay? So number 3, this will help to get rid of those pesky pests, okay? This hydrogen peroxide, again, you want to mix it with the water. I think it's 3 tablespoons for every cup of water. I think that's what it is. 3 tablespoons for every 1 cup of water. Put it in a spray bottle and spray away, okay? Now, what this will do is, yes, kill those pesky pests, kill those larvae of those pesky pests, but it also will as well keep away those beneficial insects and things like that that we do want in the garden. So use this sparingly. Don't just let this be the first thing that you use, but you know, try to use some companion planting, try to use some other organic things to get rid of those pests before using the ultimate killer, okay? And this is, you know, it is certified, like, you know, as far as like organic is concerned. It's molecules, hydrogen 2, oxygen 2. That's all this is in a bottle. But nonetheless, it will get rid of those pests, kill the larvae, but it's going to get rid of all those insects, okay, that we may want to be in the garden. It's going to get rid of those, eradicate those, okay? Also, number 4, I believe this will help to get rid of funguses on your leaves, okay? So if you have like powdery mildew or things growing on your leaves, or your leaves turning colors in which it's not green, and you're like, oh man, I don't know what to do, you can spray this on that same mixture of 3 tablespoons for every cup of water. Mix that together, put it in a spray bottle and spray away, okay? Now, again, like I did say, as it pertains to the insects, spraying this on your foliage, or spraying this on your leaves will keep away all those pests as well as get rid of the fungus. So be mindful if this is what you want to do what you want to do, okay? So you may have to do some hand pollinating and things like that if you do choose to use the hydrogen peroxide to get rid of funguses or pests and things like that, okay? So number 5, I believe we are at, is that this will help to get a oxygen enrichment to your soil, okay? If your soil may seem to be like depleted of oxygen, things aren't being able to grow because your soil is like nice and jam-packed. Well, it's not nice if it's jam-packed, but if it's very jam-packed and like clay-like, you can spray a diluted mixture of this hydrogen peroxide into your soil, and the extra oxygen, you know, element will be able to get into your soil and give it a boost, okay? And we know oxygen helps to get the roots what it needs, such as the fertilizers, the waters, and things like that, so they can grow and mature and be what it needs to be. Spraying the oxygen, hydrogen peroxide, which has that extra oxygen element, will be able to give that boost which is necessary, okay? So you can do that, but again, be mindful of the other 2 domino effects that we previously talked about when spraying this into your garden. Now, number 6, I believe, is that not only will this help disinfect your household, or excuse me, your gardening tools, but this will also help disinfect your soil and your seeds, okay? Now, I don't know if you know where all your seeds come from. I happen to know the source in which I get my seeds from if I'm not replanting what I'm already growing, but sourcing what I need to grow. You can go ahead and first spray your soil with the diluted mixture, okay, so that you can get away any funguses or anything that may be in the soil from other, you know, gardening and things like that. If you're reusing soil for your seed starts, you can spray that bad boy. It'll be good to grow, right, pun intended. Or you can also soak your seeds in this mixture along with some water, okay, to help get rid of any fungals or any things like that that may be coated on the outside of your seed shell. Hydrogen peroxide will get rid of those things, right? Who knew hydrogen peroxide can do all those things? Like, man, I'm amazing myself with all the beneficial properties of hydrogen peroxide and all the different things that I remember. But anyway, not only will this help in removing the fungus, but also like a number 7 type deal, 6/7, is that it will also help with the germination property and the timeline of your seeds, okay? We all know that soaking seeds in water will help expedite the germination process. Now, I don't know the exact timing that if you soak or if you don't soak, what the difference will be. However, we do know it does help loosen the exterior coating of the seed itself, which will help when you plant it for it to grow and do what it needs to do. Putting some hydrogen peroxide in there will as well boost the timeline from seed to seedling to planting to harvesting, okay? So go ahead and give a couple of drops boop, 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 into your water mixture as you are soaking your seeds. If you are soaking your seeds as you are watering your seeds as well, you can use this diluted mixture in your watering situation when you are growing your seeds, okay? And so I said everything that I will use my hydrogen peroxide for. Now you may know some other beneficial properties of hydrogen peroxide that you can drop down below so that we can all be aware of them and maybe use our hydrogen peroxide for those reasons as well. If not, hey, go for it. And this is the 3% hydrogen peroxide mixture. There are up to, I believe, like 35% that you can find in the store that is very beneficial and useful for the garden. However, I'm gonna just stick with this. Store it in a cool, dry place, okay? Make sure it's not direct in sunlight, okay? Make sure it's hidden. And nonetheless, you'll be good to grow with this bad boy for the various reasons in which I talked about, as well as those in which you may already know that you can comment down below so that we all can be aware of, okay? So with that being said, I just wanted to drop this here idea with you just so you can know different things that you can use around the house that you may already have to help benefit not only you, but your garden and future harvests to come, okay, great people? I love you all. I thank you all. I appreciate you all. Happy gardening, happy growing, happy living, happy belly, great people. Until next time, peace, love you.